So 2 down. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hard hit left side. They get the force. 3rd out. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2 outs, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. If one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got it double.
He was all over that one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
That's the second out.
Up next for the Mariners, the 3rd baseman, Matt. The batter, the 2nd baseman,
Champ, recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
On to first, out number 3. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now here is Buddy Champ. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that one's gone. A solo shot. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-5. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Escobedo. What do we have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at 3rd base. They're at the corners with 2 away. So digging in, Francisco Chacin. On the ground is second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Over to first, safe. Second game of the ALCS. Now it's the 2nd baseman, Buddy Champ. Escobedo back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And a foul ball. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double, and his 2nd hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 at second, and that's 2. So they make short. 1 out, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Buddy Champ. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next to the White Sox, the designated hitter, Solomon.
Here's one final look at the line. So 2 down, and here's the veteran outfielder, Martin Silva. Swinging a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play, that's an infield single. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Buddy Champ will hit next. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
On a line out towards center. Torreira makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We go on to inning number 2. It's the White Sox 1 and the Mariners nothing. And stepping in for the Mariners, Lewis Banks. Trying to move him over here. Manzardo to second. There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Now back. Second baseman, Francisco Justin.
No outs. Runner on second.
5. Second baseman, Buddy Champ.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
The M's down by a pair here in Game 3 of the ALCS. To the right side. Sends it to first. Got the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Armando Guerrero.
2 out, space is empty.
Number 5, second baseman, Buddy Champ.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
There's a strike.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Here's the left fielder, Martin Silva. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. 1 down. Now it's the Mariners DH, Gunnar Henderson. And he hits a ground ball right side. Feed to second, that's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's one final look at the line. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up. Martin Silva digs in now. On the ground, could be two. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn two with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice. And if that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double. Runner at second. Two down.
Number 5, second baseman, Buddy Chance.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. And it's now 10-2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 2 on, 2 outs. That smash towards center. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. In comes the run from third. It's now 11-3. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So a man at first. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Ripped on a line to center. And there's one down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Sandy Schaefer. The White Sox down to their final strike. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out and a runner at second.
Second baseman, Buddy Champ.
Meyer was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question did he earn that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Man at second. That one ripped. Cruz. Long run. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. As a run scores.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs, no hits, no errors. And midway in the 4th, it's the White Sox 6 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Buddy Champ.
Meyer back to work. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he's squared up that base.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. One down. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a base hit to left. And the postseason success continues for him.
Now batting.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Francisco Chacin. The Mariners down to their final strike. Got him! And that's the ball game. Champ was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Knocked in 3 runs for them.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
11-2 the final tally for Chris Singleton.
Balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Throws to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Right through there for a strike. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
One out, base is empty.
Second baseman, Buddy James.
And a rope into center field, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Digging in, Tim Perez. To first, might be two. To second for one. That's a double play. The ball game is over. So singing as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
10-1, the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Francisco Chacin up next for the Mariners. To the right side. Throws to first in time. That's out number two. Two down, base is empty. Buddy Champ steps to the plate for the White Sox. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a two-out double.
Wastes no time there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
On the ground right side. They get the force. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. 3 innings are complete now in Game 7. All tied 1-1. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2. No runs. The decisive 7th game of this American League Championship Series. Now it's the second baseman, Buddy Champ. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is out of here. A soaring shot to center. It's 6-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
On a line base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 8-1. So 1 out, nobody on. And next to him for the Sox, Buddy Champ. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Torreira makes the grab, 2 away.
Congratulations to the American League champions. These players have worked